I am soul, point of light, and pure energy. I am child of God. Also, I am instrument of God. So now I want to receive and share with the whole world I want to do seva of all those who need help at this time. First, I experience from Baba his love. Then I share God's love with all the souls of the world. I experience God's light and then share God's light to all the souls. Experience God's power and then I share God's power with everyone. I take God's peace and share God's peace. God's wisdom and I share that wisdom with all the souls. God's blessings share blessings with everyone. God's purity and share purity with the souls. I stay in this experience of God's attainments, and I share these attainments with all the souls. We all take drishti from Baba, and through Baba's drishti, we fill ourselves and serve others also.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Awake the Parivar. Today is day 14 for our 20 days. Bhatti Self Sovereignty title is Supreme Father. Elevated Sanskar Swadershan Chakra Dhari. So it's a long word. Swadershan Chakra Dhari. Now we'll be listening from Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. We all having lot of reflections, realizations, and also experiences. We are experiencing transformation, progress, more consistent during the day. So today we will reflect on connection of purity with yoga and also with service. And to experience purity as our birthright from Baba, as blessing from Baba. I know that when Baba says, since you are spiritually born, from the birth until now, you should be consistent, your remembrance should be unadulterated. So some of us might think, but that didn't happen, maybe it took some time. But I always say, okay, let's see from today. Let's this be the beginning and pay attention. But I know that most of us do feel that purity was very, very natural for us when we heard about purity. Since childhood, I always felt I didn't know first exactly what impurity is, but I just felt that if I can stay like this, as I always say, beautiful flower and untouched flower, so that I can offer to God. Because I used to read Vivekanand books a lot. And when I was in school, I was giving exam and I had to write on Vivekanand. And I was touched when he said, God, I want to be a flower that no one has tasted and I could offer you my life as flower, as fruit and flower. fruit which is not tasted, flower which hadn't, no one has taken fragrance of. So that always was in me, that I also want to be that flower or that fruit that I can offer to God. My life as flower. And so I had this seed of purity. And internally, I always felt divinity as my roots, divinity as my nature. So that means, Baba, when we have a part to play as his instruments, he bless us. So that purity is very natural for us. Lot of love for each other, but still yoga of intellect with one Baba. Not only that, but always one strength and one support. That had been my slogan while going to different places for service, even in India at very young age, and then to so many countries, from one country to other. And I always said, Baba, you're my companion. I go with you in your company, and you are my strength and support. So when Baba talks of today, he used word brahmacharya. Then he said brahmacharya. Brahmacharya means follow Brahma Baba's characteristics and activities. Brahma's acharan. So now if we look at that, how purity is helping me with yoga, my love is with one. And I know that few years before I had practiced that anything happened internally or externally, a good news or a challenge, I will share with Baba first. And then I know if I have to share with seniors or with my team, everyone with me. And I found that it really became a kind of practice, habit, very natural to say thank you to Baba first, go to Baba. So when Baba was saying that yoga really means thought of Baba first and then someone else. And I many times, like before, it used to be, maybe I should tell Daddy, I should tell this Daddy, or someone, service companion. But now, first Baba. I have to talk to Baba, and then I can share with others. And this is what Baba is calling as unadulterated remembrance. That means your intellect is thinking of one. So purity is where my yoga is with one. And then also seva, which I do. Because with such unadulterated love and remembrance, Baba can definitely use me for unlimited service. And especially seva, because I believe in seva than service. Right? Many times people want to do big programs. I say, no, I will stay at center. I will take Baba's yagya, take care of Baba's yagya. And I felt more happy, no? But if Baba wants me to go, yes, I will go. So deep connection of purity, yoga, and service. Now, when it comes to brahmacharya, the first important thing is when Baba said, remember, that means remembrance of one, is called Simriti, whom you remember, memory. So Brahma Baba's Simriti was just for one. That means his memory track, they call it Simriti, some translate, has no one else, nothing else, nothing from the past was clean. That's Baba also talked about cleanliness today. Very, very pure Simriti. And that was visible by the power he had. Many, in the beginning, abuses and criticism and opposition. But he was smiling, he was cheerful because his Simriti of power gave him the strength and the trust that it will be okay. All this will be over. This is just a storm. It has come. It will go. No one noticed, right? No one noticed ever that he was little bit like, one is in silence, one is in thinking mode, that he's thinking something. No. Everyone felt that he's with Baba, he's with God, getting that strength and internally remaining carefree and making his stage was such that everyone felt very strong looking at him. Everyone. So this purity of awareness of Simriti, I think that's something very, very important where I don't mix it like this one, that one. Mm. We all of us had beautiful family Lokik. And of course, love is there, respect is there. But in Simriti, no, no one. Because I always felt that they all will need power and I am the one who have to share with them power. If my Simriti is with any Lokik, then how can I serve them? And I always felt, even I was youngest, that they all will need more power. They all will need good wishes. They all will need help. It's like they share with you all that. But my intellect, my Simriti, no one in my Simriti. So to have love is all right, but this subtle pull at attachment because of their attachment, and there cannot be remembrance of one. So then the power of Simriti, they call it capacity of Simriti, Samarthi. Simriti ki Samarthi, that's what Brahma Baba on January 18th talked about. Then he left body. So the power of remembrance, this unadulterated remembrance of one, and then that definitely cleanses our attitude. We do not hold anything. We don't say anything, but our attitude. Sometimes attitude is so strong that's more strong than even your words. So purity of attitude was Brahma Baba's main quality. Whatever anyone did or played the part, he was very detached observer and also always gave good wishes to them. He never said, "Oh, this won't happen to you," or good wishes and blessings. And then, of course, his drishti. Mm. Two eyes were lighthouse and lighthouse. Two eyes were like guiding us to liberation and liberation in life, mukti and jivan mukti. No, Baba says in one eye should be mukti, other eye should be jivan mukti. And then, of course, his words were words of knowledge, wisdom, and blessings. Always, every word he spoke had some valuable advice, valuable direction. And of course, his actions, relationships, context, very lovely. We had a gardener, worked very long in Pandav Bhavan. He used to take care of fruits and all trees, everything. So Baba sometimes used to walk with him. Because Baba used to do everything, take interest in everything. So he also used to walk around with him. That was very lovely relationship. Then he will look at fruits, the birds around, elements. Why Pandavavan is so clean and also green because they took lot of interest into planting trees and everything around beautiful. So it's not just gardener, but Baba also had a lot of interest. So sharing then these vibrations with the souls, with the elements, and so how do we know that mm, he had that purity because the way he served us and the nature was amazing, right? So think about purity for a yogi and also for a sevadari and go into depth of not because we are celibate, we live pure, but there is lot of internal purity which is very important. Many ask about Swadarshan Chakradhari. Swa means self, darshan means to know in chakra what is the role of the self in the chakra. So one time Bandari said, you really don't need to think about copper age and iron age. So they gave us short. I am at confluence age. I have to return home. Then I have to come in golden age. But why not we use the drill of 5 forms? So that for me at this time, that is being Swadarshan Chakradhari. Swadarshan did destroy the devils, but also it's supposed to be something where my all internal evil is destroyed. So how do I see myself at confluence stage? Brahmin, so angel, so deity. Brahmin becoming angel, so deity. And then in the middle, just if we want to experience stage of a worshipper, we were royal worshippers. Even in last birth, the bhakti we did was very, very, very honest and royal. So when I spin about what I am and what I have to become, what I am and what I have to become, and then experiencing Baba's company, Baba's companion. But Swadarshan Chakradhari is very, very important to be a Swadarshan Chakradhari where all our subtle traces of vices are completely destroyed by being Swadarshan Chakradhari. And of course, then capacity to destroy it. If anyone else has negative thoughts, that means those vibrations cannot reach me if I have Sudarshan Chakra. So spinning what I am and what I have to become and experience Baba's company. So we are getting ready, right? Every day. Mm. Wake up in the morning, Amrit Vela, sit on the chair, but you feel his throne of self-sovereignty, right? And you find how mind, intellect, and sanskars becoming very cooperative. So we will continue on this journey. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. So now, Sister Gayatri will be with us and she will guide us for tomorrow's homework.
Om Shanti, everyone. And Sister Mohini has started talking about Swadarshan Chakradhari, and that will be our sanskara for tomorrow. But before we go into the prep work for the homework, I just wanted to do our featured experience this evening. And actually, it is an experience connected to purity, but it is connected to talking about celibacy. And celibacy, Baba said in today's Murli, is one of the first stages, of course, of purity. But as Sister Mohini was saying, it goes all the way into what is in my smriti. And what is in my smriti should be only one Baba, and that is the ultimate purity. But this experience is about celibacy, and this is how it goes. This is the experience from last Sunday's Abhyakt Murli as I was practicing the elevated sanskara of being a godly star of success. This practical sharing might help other Brahmins as well. So please feel free to share with the family. I had a wonderful Sunday morning with Baba and the BK family and churning the Murli. Later in the day, I visited a friend's place with my Lokik husband, who is not in Gyan. Being a Brahmin, I follow purity, celibacy. My husband is not really supportive of this decision, and my other friends don't know anything about this either. At the friend's house, a situation arose during the course of our conversation where the question came from my friends as to why we do not want to have kids and what was our future plan. I avoided answering and started observing my inner thoughts. I found myself thinking, Baba, should I talk about this in front of everybody now? Is it the right time? I haven't talked about purity in front of my friends before. I remembered Baba and thought, that's it. I'm a star of success. Baba is with me. Maybe this is the opportunity to serve these souls. And then I looked at them as souls. And then I started sharing about a celibate lifestyle. For the very first time, I could talk about purity in front of Lokik friends who were not in Gyan. This was really an opportunity for me to serve those souls. I wouldn't go into the details of the conversation that ensued, but I would share the realizations that occurred in my relation to my inner stage and special attainments. I was truly in the awareness of being a star of success. I felt like Baba was there with me as my invisible companion, giving me all the courage and touching me with all the right points to share. There was no fear. The situation didn't feel like an obstacle that I was laboring through, but it was just a scene in the drama. There were no questions. Why the situation now? Why are they counter-arguing, etc.? Certainly, some barrier got broken within me. Something shifted within me. And now I feel, yes, I can talk about purity and celibacy to others. I have more courage. In fact, the conversation helped my friends as they didn't even know that people could live celibate lives. I also saw a sparkle in their eyes as I was sharing a little bit about the aspect of having pure intentions while serving them. Baba says we have to be ever ready to face any situation to serve souls. Drama is benevolent, and when we show courage, Baba gives help. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Sister Gayatri. Thank you, Mohini Didi. Om Shanti. And this is from Sister Shweta from the Manhattan Center. So thank you, Sister Shweta, and thank you for giving permission to use your name and to share with the family. What a beautiful experience. I mean, it does take courage to do those things. And she just applied what Baba told her, and she got success. So now our prep for tomorrow's Murli. Tomorrow is December 7th, which is Monday. The title, as you see, is Supreme Father. The elevated sanskara is Swadarshan Chakradhari, that very long word. So the awareness is actually connected to this concept of Supreme Father and Swadarshan Chakradhari. And so Baba is saying to us, you are the long lost and now found children. The long lost and now found children, which is Sikilade, are those who were lost for a long time and were then found again after a long time. You came to meet Baba after 5,000 years. So only you children know that this is the same Father who came and gave you the knowledge of the cycle, of the world cycle 5,000 years ago. He made you, at the time he did this, which is very beautiful, he made you into the spinners of the discus of self-realization. The Father has now come and met us again in order to give us our birthright. The Father makes you realize this. The realization of the soul and of the 84 births is included in this. And this realization that he gave us, he then called us Swadarshan Chakradhari. And this is only given to the Sikila Day children, which is very beautiful, the connection. So that's the awareness we should have. And then the mind in relation to this. What is the way to make the stage of my mind or of your mind constant? And what it is I have to be attentive to in order to change when I check this. Do not think about the past. Always think that every second that passes is in the drama and that it also happened like that in the previous cycle. Praise and affirmation, respect and disrespect will all now come in front of you. You must not worry about what has to happen a second or what has happened a second ago. So being Swaдаrshan Chakradhari is having this vision of self-realization in relation to the mind, Baba is saying, to see that every second is an accurate second and not even to think about the second that has just happened. And then the intellect, that is the power to discern and decide. So Baba is asking, when I'm spinning the discus of self-realization, what is the direction of my intellect? What direction the intellect should go in? And the change, if it's going in a wrong direction, to bring it back, the Father sits and explains to you how the world cycle turns. He shows you the picture of the cycle and says, you have been taking rebirth through the golden and silver ages and have now come to the confluence age in order to become the most elevated beings. Now you are going in this direction. You're going upward and you're going forward. So we can only move two ways. The Swaдаrshan chakra will only take us into two ways, either upward or forward. And then the elevated sanskara of being Swaдаrshan Chakradhari. And it's beautiful. Baba was like in conversation with us in order for us to see our sanskaras. If Lakshmi and Narayan were here, what would their kingdom be like? And now describing the kingdom, he's touching those elevated sanskara of being Swaдаrshan Chakra. If you were here, if they were here, if Lakshmi and Narayan were here, their palaces and gardens would be so large. They wouldn't just live in temples. There would be no poverty and there would be no fear. The flowers would be in constant bloom with no thorns, no burning of wood, only gardens filled with fragrance everywhere. The air would be clean with pristine waterfalls. Heaven would be very beautiful. The people were kings, princes and princesses. Though you can't see it, you can feel it. You souls realize what will exist there and how you will live there. You have this awareness at this time. We were in heaven and we have now come down. We now have to go to heaven again. How can we go there? Be a Swaдаrshan Chakradhari. So it's a very beautiful Murli tomorrow. It's really very heart-touching. So enjoy and let your cooperative companions give you that experience of Lakshmi and Narayan in their golden age. And Baba says, feel it and allow those sanskaras to emerge. So good luck and enjoy tomorrow's Murli and stay with today's Murli in that purity. So enjoy and good night.
Om Shanti. Welcome to our Vikti journey. Today is Sunday. Sunday is our home day, our sweet silence home day in corporeal world. And today we'll be having sharing and quiz. Let's get our swaman for tomorrow.
Our Supreme Father has now come and met us again in order to give us our birthright. Let's all continue to perform this drill and experience that I am a Swadershan Chakradhari soul.
So with this woman, everyone will remember this word also, right? Swadarshan Chakradhari. Something new to learn. For Hindi ones, Hindi walas, it's easy to learn. But for who those don't understand Hindi, it's very nice word actually. So try to learn it. Swadarshan Chakradhari. That's our Swaman title. So you can keep repeating tomorrow. Swadarshan Chakradhari. Okay, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Remain happy and healthy. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti.